Hello. Hello, it's Kira. I'm gonna just do a wee little soft-spoken ramble. I'm gonna light a candle momentarily, or rather presently. Presently I shall light a candle. Did I mention that I have hot chocolate? Did I just say that? I do. I have hot chocolate. I'm also gonna do some, mic scratching. So, pop on your headphones and enjoy some mic scratching and some soft-spokenness. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hang on, I'm just gonna light the candle. It's a wood wick, so it's one of the ones that crackle. And the scent is autumn spice. Oh, nice. So it is very Christmassy and seasonal and, well, seasonal, yeah, is that correct to say? Yes, of this season. And it's really rather cozy. And the sun is streaming through my living room window right now, which is very nice. Oh well, if you haven't been here before, my name is Kira. I am Irish and I am living in Edinburgh in Scotland, which is sunny right now. It is sunny in Scotland. Yes, it gets sunny in Scotland, would you believe? It does. But I'm not much of a sun fiend. I like the sun, of course, but I prefer the rain. I really do. But the sun is easier in terms of, like, practicality. Of course, not having to worry about getting wet. Yous know. I don't have to explain. Wet and dry to you. Like I said, I have a hot chocolate, and you are going to hear cars go by because I'm on my room looks out onto the road. I do have a wee little another room that I sometimes use to record in, but it's just not as cozy. So we're here. That's what's happening. I'm gonna ramble and chat for a little while, and then just until I finish my hot chocolate, then I'm gonna go away and then come back. Because it is 1:30, and I'm already behind. I'm just gonna whinge for a little bit, okay? I'm not gonna whinge for the whole video, don't worry, but these videos really do help me when I'm honest and just open up. Not that I don't have any grand confession to open up about, but I'm just in a bit of a whingy mood. Though really it's unfair to call it whingy, it's more, because that kind of puts it down, it's more, frustrated. I'm frustrated, because I have this habit. Let me know if you also have this habit. Oh my god, it annoys me so much. Alright, so the thing is, I get overwhelmed really easily, and I'm trying to work on a bunch of different things. I basically am trying to cobble together an income. I don't have, one main job, which would make it easier. And there's a bunch of stuff that matter to me and that I like doing and that I want to work on. And so there's that. And I'm someone who gets overwhelmed easily, and I'm someone who has anxiety, like a lot of anxiety. I have depression too. Anyway, but the anxiety really is what I'm talking about right now, because, oh my god, I have this habit. I have two habits. They are twofold. They are symbiotic in a not good way. So I stay up really late, very often. I do it, I'm not hang on, I must tend to my hot chocolate. Hang on. I stay up late. Now, obviously it's okay to stay up late if you're doing stuff, and it's fine. to each their own. But I stay up late way past the point of feeling tired. It's just this weird habit that I feel really trapped in. I just cannot make myself go to bed when I need to go to bed. And I guess I can identify it. It's that I get a little bit scared of the dark. But I don't mean scared as in, like monsters under the bed kind of scared, but scared to... No, I guess it's not the dark, it's the silence. I'm scared to lay down my head and to find that I can't sleep, and instead to have my head fill up with thoughts that I don't want to think. So I push past until I am so exhausted that I absolutely will sleep, although sometimes I don't end up sleeping anyway, which is what happened last night. And the thing is, it's like I'm not necessarily thinking these bad thoughts. It's more of an anxiety about possible bad thoughts. So really what I need to do is just try and get comfortable with the silence and the darkness, and just try and rest, and just but I can't. I find it so hard. And another thing that comes into it, or that plays into it, is nighttime is when I get to stop trying to make myself do things, like stop pushing all the time. So when it's nighttime, I want to milk it, because I can finally just be like, alright, leave it. Just leave things as they are. Things are just as they are. So that's why I sort of milk the later hours, the nighttime hours, because it feels like I can finally stop. So that's annoying, because I end up staying up way too late, and it's not like out at bars, like socializing. That would be one thing, because it's like, well, at least you're creating memories and you're meeting people and you're having chats. It's and also it's like, it's way past the point of exhaustion. Sorry, I'm crying now. I didn't think I would cry, but I'm just really tired. So then in the mornings, I not every morning, but generally speaking, I find it really hard to get going in the mornings, because I feel so anxious, and I feel either really tired. If I get up earlier, I feel just really, really tired. Or if I get up later, such as today, I just feel behind. Just so behind. And then what I do, and here's the second part of the equation that annoys me, and it's so counterproductive. Like, I know it's like it so goes against the what do I want to say? I have an anxiety about all the stuff that I want to do and not having enough time, and then what I end up doing is I waste time. That's what I do, and it's so annoying. So like this morning, I felt anxious. I felt a little bit... I didn't think I felt super sad, but now I guess I feel sad. So I guess I was sadder than I realized. But I woke up and I thought, right, do a meditation and then just go about your day. And instead, I reached for my phone and I just started scrolling. And I'm so embarrassed to say that, because like when I see other people and like, I'm not a phone person, or at least I don't identify as a phone person. By which I mean, like if you take the bus, which I do, everyone's on their phone. And even out socializing, people are sometimes on their phone, and I'm like, you're having a conversation with someone, get off your phone. You can't have your phone on the table and be looking at it while conversing with someone. That is absurd. And then some people as well walk along looking at their phone, and like they don't look up at all. They're walking towards me looking at their phone, and I'm just staring at them being like, are you not gonna even look up just to see, like, am I gonna walk into someone? Who is this person I'm passing? Do I recognize them? Do I want to say hello? Nothing. You are just lost in your phone. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. I feel like I'm living in a Twilight Zone sometimes when it comes to people and their phones. It's so strange. So I really dislike that. And don't get me wrong, like, phones are fine and they're so helpful, and I listen to music on my phone and I leave my friends voice messages. I totally use my phone, but I don't think it's not maladaptive, at least when I'm outside, out and about in society. But when I'm at home, it is maladaptive. I can feel it because, like, the repercussions are bad. So I'm embarrassed to even admit that I, this morning, spent at least an hour on my phone. The thing is, I had told myself, alright, you're feeling a bit low today, go get yourself a hot chocolate, and get back into bed and just read your book, and then you can do a meditation, and then you can get on with things. So it's not like the thing that I was allowing myself to have, the next thing in line, was nice. But I couldn't do it. I just scrolled on my phone, and I do know phones are really addictive. Like, I shouldn't give myself too much of a hard time because it's like they're designed to be that addictive. But I'm like, yeah, but I do have autonomy. Like, I should be able to exercise some control, but it's just like this anxiety. It drives me to numb out. And it then makes me more anxious. It's so annoying. I think, at the very least, with these two things that I've mentioned, staying up too late and then scrolling on my phone in the morning, with those two things, I think I lose, at least, at the bare minimum, I lose at least 2 hours every day. And I know it's hard, like, I do have an issue with, like, always trying to be productive, so I really try to be aware of that and not think in that way, but, you know, even just having those 2 hours free, like, that could be 2 hours spent sleeping, or that could be, since it's wasted time anyway, like, the thing is, I'm not relaxing. I relax when I read a book, or, you know, just lay down or sleep or listen to music or whatever. Like, that's actually relaxing. I'm not actually relaxing. Like, last night, when I was staying up too late and I was watching Come Dine With Me on Netflix, actually. Absolutely, I love Come Dine With Me. I don't know if it's available on Netflix in every country, because you know how it's like Netflix doesn't. Well, I don't know if you do know, but Netflix doesn't have all the same programs in each country. I guess, I mean, of course that makes sense, given that in Germany, of course, they're going to have, like, local stuff. That's me having my hot chocolate. So yeah. Okay, what was I saying? So, Come Dine With Me. Come Dine With Me is so good. If you can find it at all on any channel or on Netflix, go watch it. It's basically, they take, normally, I think it's 5 strangers, and each of them has to host dinner in their own house, and then the other 4 of them rank the dinner and the entertainment. But of course, they get characters on who are not necessarily going to gel with each other. And so you get all these little dramatic moments and, like, bitchy little moments, and some people thinking, oh, I'm an amazing cook, and then they start cooking and you're like, what the hell, how could you think you were amazing? It's so fascinating, the different people that get on there. Oh, this candle's loud. I hope it's not too loud. Oh, cute candle. Anyway, so yeah, when I was watching that last night, like, I wasn't enjoying it. I was only distracting. I wasn't relaxing. I wasn't feeling like, this is nice. And so often I think, like right now I feel really tired, and I'm just like, okay, I need to just stay in tonight and just watch a film. I mean, I stay in most nights, so it's not like, I don't know, I always think, yeah, I'm gonna watch a film, it's gonna be really cozy, and then it comes around to nighttime, and I don't do it because I'm too busy in this anxious state, so I end up, do you know what it is? It's all really unintentional. That's what really bugs me. None of it's intentional. I'm not intentionally relaxed. I'm not choosing different activities. It's all kind of autopilot, and it's run by my anxiety. Which, I did realize lately that, like, I concentrate a lot on trying to, like, handle my depression, but really my anxiety really has a hold on me. And I just need to, I need to be more conscious of working on that. And I will. I did do a nice meditation this morning, though. I use basically two sources. One is Tara Brack, who I've talked about before. I will write her name below. I'm pretty bad at, like, saying in my videos, oh, I'll write this in the description, or I'll tag this, or whatever, and then I don't do it. Because it's faff. But I will. Well, will I? Hopefully. Tara Brack. B-R-A-C-H. In case I don't write it down. That's her name. Anyway, she has free meditations on all the podcast apps. She's very good. She has talks and she has meditations. And they're very kind of loving. But then I have this other app. It's called Waking Up. It's quite expensive. They have a month free trial, or at least they did when I joined. And then after that, it's like $100 a year or more. But they actually, at least when I joined, they have this option. You kind of have to, I can't remember how I found it, but I had to find sort of a back roads to find it. Like, I think I might have been Googling Waking Up coupon codes or something like that. You know how these places sometimes do, like, 50% off and whatever to get people joining. And I must have found that someone had mentioned that they actually have an option to pay what you can. So you basically find this page where you submit the amount that you are willing to pay. I think I proposed like $30, because I was like, I think that's reasonable, $30 a year. I mean, I'm not loaded, so I thought that was reasonable. And then they decide if they're going to accept it or not, and they did. Which I think is absolutely wonderful, but to be honest, if I had the money, I absolutely would pay full price, because Waking Up is absolutely an excellent app, and I have used a bunch of meditation apps, and Waking Up has, for me, the most practically helpful meditations, and they are structured in I think it's a 30-day introductory program where they run through all the different concepts, and they're all 10-minute videos. Maybe they're they're not videos, they're audio. They're either 10-minute or less, running you through and sort of getting you used to meditating. And then after you've done that, they have a daily meditation, and then they have all this other supplementary stuff. They have like talks on stoicism and longer meditations, and I mean, I probably haven't even explored 1% of it. It is an extensive catalogue. It truly is extremely well put together, and it's really good value. But I unfortunately don't use the app every day. I pledged to start using it again because I used it today and I found it really helpful. There's this one concept. The guy, his name is Sam Harris. He has a nice voice too, by the way. There's some people who do meditations and talks, and they're just bad speakers. I don't mean to be like mean, but like just everyone has different strengths, and some people are like, okay, you have all these thoughts, you have a great outlook, but man, your voice is annoying, or you just like, they're like really monotone, and their cadence is off, or they don't breathe well. Hang on, I'm gonna have more hot chocolate. When I say they don't breathe well, I mean, like, if you're trying to do something relaxing, and I'm not talking about what I'm doing, I'm just rambling, but like in a really professional setting, like, you don't want to have like sharp, hurried breaths, for example. Like a lot of people go, and then I da 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 da, and then da 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 da, and you're like, oh, cool your jets, like your breathing it's too much. Anyway, so one concept that he teaches in his meditations, and I have actually found it super frustrating, but I think today I finally got it. So he has you sort of paying attention to whatever, it changes based on the meditation. And then he says things like, next time a thought crosses your mind, turn your attention on the thinker. Or he'll say, turn your attention back on attention itself. Basically, he's trying to have you locate the source of your, like, if you're looking at something, I'm looking at blue cables on the ground. Okay, my eyes are looking, but like, what's the conscious level that, like, what's the awareness that's absorbing what this blue cable is? You're like trying to find the source of your own awareness and the source of your own thoughts. It's really frustrating. But then this morning, I think for the first time, I was like, oh, there is no source. There's just a blank space underneath, and things are arriving on the surface of the blank space. And I was like, oh, I don't know, it's a bit of a mini breakthrough, really. And I think meditation is all about identifying and getting used to that sort of blank space more than your thoughts. Blank space is probably not a nice way of putting it, because it almost makes it sound like, I don't know, like anhedonia or something, when you don't feel anything. I don't mean that, but just like, it's, Tara Brach, she has another way of describing it, which is that your basic awareness is the sea, and your thoughts and your sensations, those are the waves, and we over-identify with the waves, but really, we are the sea. We are the calmness. I don't think I can explain it the way they can, evidently, and it really is something that's like, you sort of have to find that space yourself through meditation. I have definitely found it before, but I don't, because I haven't been meditating sufficiently lately. I can't access it that easily, and I'm definitely very over-identified with my thoughts. Like, I was sitting outside earlier, just briefly. I have a wee front garden, and the sun was streaming through, and I just felt really guilty. I was surrounded by the flowers that I've planted, and I just felt really guilty because I was not in a good mood, and I was just like, here I am, sitting in the sun, surrounded by flowers, and I'm just like lowly. I'm a lowly being who's not appreciating it. As opposed to in reality, it's like, alright, you're feeling low, that's one feeling. You're not the feeling, that's just a feeling you have. That's what's on the surface of the ocean right now. And the sun is also on the surface, and the flowers as well. And it's not a case of good or bad. It's just, that's what's there. I think, partly, no, not just partly, very much so, Lee. I am, I was gonna say I'm extra anxious right now. I don't know if that's true. I think I'm just like, I think I'm always anxious, but now I feel like, oh, I actually have something to be anxious about. Like a very concrete thing, which is that I'm traveling next week. I'm gonna be away for 10 days. And I'm visiting my dad. He lives in New Jersey. And I get along well with my dad and my stepmother, so it'll be good. But I just get very anxious when I have to go stay with people, because I'm always worried that like I won't be able to just be myself, that I won't be able to like, especially because my mother and father separated when I was very young, so I'd always visit my dad for, say, like 2 days, or sometimes 3 days, or a week, or 2 weeks, or whatever. It would always be a visit. On into my adulthood, you know, it would be these longer visits. And I would always really, especially before I got diagnosed with depression, I would always just like really dig deep and be the most social person I could possibly be. And so I think my dad and stepmother, they know me as that person who's like social and joking and laughing and all that stuff. But I'm like, no, I'm really not that person. Like I can be, but I'm really, like, I need a lot of alone time. I often don't want to talk. More and more over the last few years, I've been more open with them about how I am, but they're still, like, I just know they're gonna be so excited and want to chat and everything, and that's so nice, but I know that I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna be like, I just need quiet time now, I need to be alone. Oh, I can see that my battery's running low, so I'm gonna wrap this up momentarily. Hang on, let me have a little bit more hot chocolate. Anyway, I just need to try and be myself, but it just gives me anxiety because I'm like, oh, I'm just someone who really, like, I like my own space. I like being able to decide, like, no, this is how my morning's gonna go, and I'm gonna meet you guys later for lunch or whatever. Or if we're doing something in the morning, then I can be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go, early to bed, no dinner for me, I'm just going to be alone or whatever. You can't really do that when you're staying in someone else's house. And in reality, it's gonna be just fine, and I'm just gonna see it as, I'm gonna just try and practice as much as possible being myself. Oh, we're running low on battery. So I guess it's just another exercise in being myself, it is exercise. Okay, well, I might ramble more later. I might not. Guess you'll find out. Bye for now.